Okay. All right. So basically, here we are. I was not planning to stream today because I'm kind of like really tired. But I tried to go into the new Bozja, and stupid me, apparently you need to finish certain part of the MSQ first before they let you in. I honestly thought that it just required that you had you save the queen, the save the queen quest line, and that you had like one of the new relics. Wow, thank you, thank you. Random person buying my stuff on the market board. Anyway, so because of that, I am now forced to actually finish the MSQ, I guess. Oh well, I guess I figured now's a good time as any. So here we are. So we are currently at Futures Rewritten in the Alamigan Quarter. And we're gonna see what happens next, I guess. So but first, best cat boy. Though it isn't visible from here, the locals report that a tower-like structure has appeared to the south. Yeah, like in the last video, it ended with us like basically being shocked and surprised that all of these towers have sprung up like all over Eorzea. So I guess that's what we're doing now. Alize. Kabu, don't worry, he's with our Maelstrom friends, meaning we're free to deal with the latest problem to fall uninvited into our laps. Alphino. It appears to be business as usual inside the city, but Lise will be able to tell us if there have been any developments without. As usual, I feel for Alice. In the meantime, let me just tweet a link to this thing. Oh my god, I'm so tired. Impromptu. Anyway. Alright, let's get this show on the road. Thank you for coming so soon. Oops, I forgot to set it back to English. I'm so sorry. Well, that doesn't look good. What the fuck? What in the world? Okay. Fly, dragons in flight, afternoon delight. Oh dear. Oh god. Oh, it's this guy. Oh, you.
これは光栄ですね。エオルゼア諸国のお歴々に挨拶をと思って来てみれば、英雄殿にまでお会いできるとは。
He's just as annoying in the Japanese version.
お前は朝。
実は生きてたなんて言わせないわよ。ずいぶん趣味の悪い体を使ったものね。
おやまあ、からかいがいのない。よっぽどアシエンの相手に慣れていらっしゃるんですね。
God, he's so cocky, it's annoying.
お初にお目にかかります。我が名はアシエン・ファダニエル。以後、お見知りおきを。
The towers, what are they for? Let's go straight to business.
随分とぶしつけな質問で
That's
す
what I said.
ま、いいでしょう。私はかつてこの世界に訪れた週末を再現したいんです。各地にニョキッと生やした塔はその計画の一環。過激なスペクタクルを生み出してくれる予定の装置です。
週末を再現。そもそも古き人たちやアシエンだってその破滅を回避するために行動してきたはずだ。
大正解。
Oh god.
そこまで知っているということはオリジナルを葬ったのもあなたたちで間違いないようですね。確かにアシエンの悲願はあなたの言う通りです。でも私個人としてはこれっぽっちも興味がなくて、何せ所詮は代替品の転生組ですし。
I mean, he's right, but he doesn't have to say it.
おかげでエリディブスにはよく睨まれたものですが、あなたたちのおかげで小言を言われることもなくなりました。ああ、すっきり。
It's so annoying.
ということで、私はアシエンとしての力を自分自身の欲望のために使うことにしたんです。壊れかけのこの世界を完全に徹底的にその痕跡すら残さずに壊したい。
何よそれ。それが何になるっていうの。どうしてそんなこと望むのよ。
そんな無意味な問いを発する存在に死んでほしいからです。あなたもあなたもあなたにもぜひ死んでいただきたい。私はね、死にたいんです。周りを盛大に巻き込んで傷つけて悲しませて。
It's like Oprah, but with
だ
death.
から根本的に違うんですよ。生きたいと願っているあなたたちや古代人とは。ああ、反論とか説得とかはしなくて結構ですよ。私自身も自分の主張に正義があるだなんて思っていないので。
Is this supposed to be the Kefka of the new generation?
ただのわがままで世界を壊すだけですから、そちらもせいぜい面白おかしく抗ってください。それでは皆々様、これよりは我らテロフォロイがこの星を蹂躙させていただきます。神聖せし終末の幕開け、存分にお楽しみください。
Okay. Shade away. Wait, isn't that the new mount? Oh, come on, not the gardens. Oh, come on. Can I go back there? It's such a good G-pose spot. Like, what? Okay, now it's personal.
せっかくなのであなたにお伝えしておきましょう。この騒乱の中心で我が同胞ゼノス殿下がお待ちです。私はただ何もかもを壊したいだけですが、殿下はあなたと再び至福の時を過ごすためだけに世界を手にかけようとしている。
Oh, you shouldn't have. No, really. You should not have.
せいぜい道を切り開いてあの情熱に応えてあげてくださいね。
What? He's gonna
そし
kill
らぬ
me?
顔をしていたら 今度はこのルナバハムートの炎があなたの大事な町を
Fair enough.
人を焼いていきますので、あしからず。
Fine. Fine. Oh, he's so annoying. He's even more annoying now. I still wanted to G-pose in here, you know.
消火はこちらで手配する。ひとまずここを離れるぞ。
Can we replant? Oh. Well, that was bullshit. Now he's also ruined one of my favorite places in the game. Great. Anyway. Alize. Are you alright, Alexia? The rest of us are fine, if a little singed. That dragon let us off lightly. Honestly, though, only a madman would choose the name Lunar Bahamut, which just about sums up Fundaniel, I suppose. Yeah, you're right. Though our objectives were different, I could understand why Elidibus and his fellows acted as they did. But Fundaniel? It will take me some time to make sense of it all, if indeed there is any sense to be found. Nope, there is none. What part could these towers feasibly play in the Telophoroid's plans, do you think? I, for one, am at a loss. For now, we should bear word of these developments to the others. I only hope Thancred and Urianger are safe. Me too. But first... Oh, I didn't see you there, Roban. I'm sorry. Our scouts report that the Asian and his dragon have left Kiribania. It seems this was purely a social visit. Okay, before we proceed... Holy crap. Let me... Could someone remind me where the hell to change the... Okay. Cutscene audio. Back to English, just because I actually prefer the Japanese audio, but, you know, for consistency, let's stick to English. Please. Thank goodness everyone's safe. We've managed to put out the fire, though not quickly enough to save the garden. Oh, no! Crap! Roban, can I leave it to you to send word to the Alliance? I'm going to take a unit and investigate the tower. We need to find out what it's for. We'll go with you. No, you won't. You'll rest. From what Merlwib tells me, you're due some time off duty. Should we learn anything about the tower, we'll be sure to share it with you. Until then, I want you to rest. Yes, Dad? Very well, but if you need our help, don't hesitate, and take care, both of you. Okay, bye. Bye. How about you? So you really did it. You found a cure for tempering. Oh, it makes me want to do something heroic. Right now, don't do it. Speaking of which, I'd better get ready and set up for the tower. If an Asian is on the prowl, it will not be long before we call on you and yours again. Rest now while you can. Good idea. I don't know, it's just so hot these days and I am always so exhausted. And there's just been like a lot of stuff going on. So okay, back to Mordona we go. Oh man, I could use the vacation too. Yeah, a whole bunch of stuff have happened like since the last stream, and I'm just like extra tired. So I'm sorry if I'm not quite as as alive today as I wish I could be. Back into the Rising Stones. Okay. Oh, everyone's here again. Yashtola. It would seem you have had quite an eventful time in my absence, but I am fully rested now and ready for more. From what we've seen in the trailer during FanFest, you're going to be doing a lot. So... Ah, how good it feels to come home to the Rising Stones. It's here my heart feels most at peace and my mind the clearest, despite everything. Yashtola returned just before us, and it seems she knows about the towers too. I'm saving you for last, right? Tataru. Welcome back, Alexia. Make yourself comfortable and let me know if I can get you anything. A vacation. Graha. Though my new, or rather old, by which I mean young, though this body has a good deal more stamina than the one I wore out in the first, I confess I've been looking forward to a moment's respite. We've had a busy few days, have we not? I know, right? God. Kryl. Ah, you're back too. Good. We've received the reports from the Alliance. Since we are all here, perhaps those who bore witness to the events in Alamigo could treat the rest of us to a first-hand account. No sooner do we overcome one problem than another appears. It would all seem tediously predictable but for the endless variety of our foes. This Van Daniel sounds even more unhinged than his patron. Unhinged perhaps, but no fool. For all his pantomime theatrics, he gave away little about his plot. Hey, you're right. We know only that he intends to recreate the final days and that the towers will somehow facilitate this. He also called his dragon Lunar Bahamut. Let's not forget that little detail. Oh look, my server. And the creature did resemble the descriptions I've seen of the Elder Primal. That may be, but the fact that it answered to Van Daniel would suggest they are not one and the same entity. I think it more probable that it is some manner of simulacrum born of Asian magics. Whatever it is, for now we can but work closely with the Alliance and remain vigilant. I believe that concludes our news. What of yours, Yashtola? I have been to see the Sultana. Knowing how quick the immortal flames are to dispose of their tempered, I judged it best to provide them with a cure first. Smart. As soon as I had sufficiently recovered, I traveled to Ul'dah and delivered the porksies to Her Grace, along with detailed instructions on their use. Yet my visit chanced to coincide with the arrival of some troubling tidings. The immortal flames had been on the cusp of agreeing to a truce with Amalj'aa when negotiations abruptly collapsed. The Amalj'aa claims that a number of their kind have been abducted and that men are responsible. Naught is known of the perpetrators as yet, but as the immortal flames went about investigating the abductions, they came upon one of Van Daniel's towers. Van Daniel. On the subject of the towers, you may be interested to learn that they are not an exclusively Eorzean phenomenon. According to the Alliance, they have been sighted as far afield as Yangxia. Then it would seem reasonable to assume that they are everywhere. We simply have not found them. Well, as you said yourself, we can do little for now save remain vigilant, and since we are dealing with a dragon, ostensibly at least, I believe it would behoove us to enlist the aid of an authority on such foes. Oh dear. It's Tinian! I love how familiar Taru is. Estinian? Now just a moment. If he could be persuaded to lend us his lance, I would be the first to welcome it, but the truth is, we will struggle even to find him. Oh boy. Oh, sweet child of summer. You let me and Kryl worry about that. We'll sniff him out no matter where he's hiding. And they do. If indeed he is hiding, we have ways of locating him regardless. So if there are no objections, we shall depart at once. I'm scared of these two. If I were a Stinian, I'd run too. Well, rather than sitting around, I think I might go to each of the city-states and educate them in the use of the porksies. They would doubtless appreciate it, but might you consider taking a moment to rest before leaving? You would be fresher for the tasks ahead. And that sounds like me when everyone's telling me to stop working. Well, my friend, our moment of triumph did not last long. Oh, 'twas ever the way, the world often needs saving. Oh dear, are you not enjoying our adventure? And I really could have done with a rest. This is what I want to say, like IRL, but... This sounds mean. I don't want to be mean. Eh. Yep, someone always needs something. And save it we shall. I, for one, do not intend to allow a nihilistic madman to take us all to the grave with him. Not when the future holds so much promise. Not when the future holds such promise. He's so cute. Nay, I will do all in my power to protect those whom I hold dear, just as you have always done. Oh, that's so cute. Oh, cute. Yay! All my favorite characters are coming back. Krillin and Tataru are freaking scary. Meanwhile, somewhere in the locks... Oh.
The scouts should have been back by now. I'm gonna go and find them. Oh, thank goodness for that.
Oh dear.
Glory be. Glory be. Glory be to Garibald!
What? What? Meanwhile, in the Imperial Palace. Oh, Jesus. We got zombies now. Oh, there he is. Mr. Juicy. Seriously, this is what you spend your day on, just staring at that thing.
The piles have been driven as planned, and the first of the beasts has roared to life.
Oh my
Moreover, I am pleased to report that preparations are well underway for the rest. Ere long, chaos shall reign over all the land, as befits the final days.
Call it what you will, so long as my friend returns to me, fangs bared and claws sharpened. I care not.
Whatever happened to just inviting me out for coffee? Really?
Of course, my lord. By strange coincidence, your dear friend chanced to be present when I made my declaration. I took the liberty of informing her that you await her coming, though I confess, I may have singed her a little in the process.
Uh-oh.
And why do you tell me this? Are you in such a hurry to die?
Ugh, those lashes.
Ah, my apologies. I must guard my tongue lest it be the end of me.
This guy.
Though, there is something to be said for such a glorious death. Better to fall to one who has it all than falter before an inferior. I shall keep it in mind as a contingency.
What does that
For
mean?
now, however, I shall proceed with the plan. My lord.
I must find myself a new weapon. One worthy of our long-awaited reunion.
Okay. Whoa. Don't go throwing shit around like that. Well. Well now. Well. Okay. 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 We're still good. We're still good. Alfino. Hi, Felio. Ya boy. In the face of this new draconic threat, we would indeed benefit from Estinian's presence. Yet I cannot help but wonder how Kryle and Tataru intend to locate him. They certainly seem confident, however. Yeah! Alize. Alize is waiting patiently for the return of certain scions, not least of all you. Unto the breach. Good news, Alexia. Thancred and Riange have finished their tour of Garlemald and are on their way back here even as we speak. As we still haven't heard anything of the towers from the Alliance, I'm hoping they might be able to shed some light on things. They're due to arrive any moment now, so let's see what they have to say, eh? Okay. Hola, Felio. Ah, a welcoming party. You needn't have gone to the trouble. From what I hear, you've been more than busy enough as it is. Thancred. I kind of missed you. Honestly, you might have waited for me to return before discovering a cure for tempering. As it is, I can't even pretend to have been involved. Well, if it's any consolation, I myself was little more than a spectator. The lion's share of the credit must go to Alize, Graha, and Elixia. But I believe I speak for the rest of us when I say we are proud to have rendered what little assistance we could. As you will also have heard, though, it hasn't all been tales of triumph. Just as we were taking a step towards finally addressing the primal threat, a pile of fresh problems landed in our lap. Anyway, it's good to have you back, though I can't help noticing that we're one Urianger short of a scouting party. You haven't lost him, have you? What, is he in your pocket? Oh, I couldn't lose him if I tried, and I did try repeatedly. But no, he decided to link in Alamigo to apprise Raban and the others of how the land lies in Garlemald. Then mayhap you would do the same for us. Indeed, it was just as Lee said. Worse, in fact. Devastation as far as the eye could see. It was not their intention. Nerva and Illard, however, were notable by their absence. Nerva? In the third? Illard? Might they have met their end at the hands of Xenos and Fandaniel? Perhaps. Or perhaps they simply lost the will to fight. You see, the capital has been plunged into a deathly silence, with one exception, the Imperial Palace. It was a busy place before the war, but it has grown busier still, with throngs of soldiers and civilians working there day and night to rebuild, or rather, transform it. Transform it? Into what? That is a difficult question to answer. The construction is vast and unsettling to behold, like something from a nightmare. According to Riange, certain aspects of its design were clearly devised with the manipulation of either in mind. Magitech, in other words. Yet, as unnerving as said edifice was, it was nothing next to the sight of its builders. They swarmed the place like so many insects, working with nary a word exchanged between them. No one overseeing construction, no one barking orders. It was as if they were possessed or tempered. We wanted to investigate more closely, but given our suspicions, it seemed wiser not to take the risk. If Fandaniel could bind Bahamut to his will, might he have done the same to the people of Garlemald? Whatever the truth may be, this information is certain to prove valuable. You have our thanks. Nod. Well, be sure to save some for Urianger. Which reminds me, I have a message from Alamigo. Raban is hosting a meeting to discuss the latest findings on the towers, and he requested our presence. Then why not leave that to us? You must be weary from your mission. No, I'm fine. Those towers have been on my mind since I first spied one on the way back, and I'm keen to get to the bottom of this. Please don't faint again. In that case, I shall stay and begin looking into another matter as I promised Kryle. We need not all attend. This could have been an email. Sorry. Very well. I suggest the rest of us make our way to Alamigo forthwith. The sooner we leave, the more time we will have to speak with Urianger before the meeting. Nod. Okay. Universal form of communication. Okay, onto the breach. Let's go to the Alamigan Quarter. Do I remember if I can fly there or not? I think I could. Thank you, random people buying random crap from my bags that I couldn't bear to throw away or sell for 2 gil. Oh, look at all these other people also catching up on MSQ. Slackers that we are. Alphino. Well, we may safely assume that the Telepheroi are behind the works being carried out in the Imperial Palace. We can only guess at their purpose. Alize. The royal menagerie is still close to civilians. Fandaniel and his pets certainly left their mark. I'm sorry I'm standing so close. I did not mean to. Grah. I wonder if there have been any developments regarding the Amalja abductions. It can be no mere coincidence that the incidents began occurring just as the towers first appeared. Thancred. Although I was only in Revenant's Toll for a short while, I did manage to squeeze in a brief drink with Philhamin. Spring water only, it being a flying visit. Thanks for informing me? Urianger. My friends, much and more have I heard of your travails in our absence. Heartened am I to see you all hale and whole. As are we to see you safely return from your mission, Urianger. I trust Thancred made you feel welcome. Well, if it isn't Alphino and his merry band. Who you? Oh! I missed you! Arenvald, whatever are you doing here? When we spoke via Link Pearl, you told me you'd be away on a mission. Oh. So you have direct communications now. You like call each other? Sorry. And who's to say this isn't part of it? But enough about that. It's good to see you looking so similar. I thought you'd have grown a bit taller after a whole year in another world, but apparently not. Well, I am sorry to disappoint you. While my soul may be a year older, my body has hardly aged, as you are well aware. What does that mean? It doesn't help that it's in italics. What does that mean? What are you implying? And may I remind you that we Elizan are known to be late bloomers, especially in terms of our height. Mark my words, the day will come when even a great Aurochs such as yourself will crane your neck to meet my eye. No, I'm kidding. It was not until my 20th summer that I myself outgrew my boyish proportions, though Mumbrida towered over me nonetheless. Wait, I need to know more about Urianger's youth. Please, tell me more. Arenvald brings out the best in Alphino, doesn't he? They both seem so at ease in each other's company. It's almost endearing. Calm down, Fujoshi and me. So what exactly brings you here? Oh, for Dola, mostly. We need to go over a few things before we set out. Set out? Wait, does this have something to do with the towers? Eh? What gave you that impression? Actually, tell me later. You've got a meeting to go to. I'll see you afterwards, alright? I'm sorry, I'm gonna shut up. I'm just gonna shut up. If Fordola is going with him, that must mean... What does it mean? My apologies. As Arenvald rightly pointed out, we have a meeting to attend. Let us be about it. Okay. I just want to get into the new boss job. I'm so sorry. Sorry.
Ere we begin, I would like to offer my gratitude to Masters Thancred and Urianger. 'Tis no small feat to infiltrate the Imperial capital and live to tell the tale, much less in times of civil war. Thanks to them, we may plot our course in full knowledge of how the winds blow in Garlemald.
Full glad are we to have been of service. But verily, such dangers as we did encounter pale into insignificance next to those faced by our comrades. An Ascian, armed with the might of Bahamut, bent on bringing about the final days.
Theatrix. He sought only to make a show of the power at the Teleforoi's disposal. But since then we have seen no sign of this Fandaniel or his worm. And while we've done what we can to bolster our defenses, there's no telling where he might strike next.
Whenever and wherever it may be, we must use the intervening time to learn more of our enemy. 'Twas with this in mind that we dispatched scouts to investigate the towers.
Our advance party took longer than expected to return. And when they did, they tried to kill us. Luckily, I'd seen that sort of thing before, and we were able to restrain them before they did any harm. Then it was just a matter of letting the Porksies do their work.
Are you saying they were tempered?
Once they'd come back to their senses, they told us everything they could. It seems that just as they were getting close to the tower, they heard an ear-splitting roar, and that was the last thing they remembered. But what worries me most is what they were saying right before they attacked. Glory be to Garlemald.
The Tempered have heretofore ever been thralls to primal entities. Yet these hapless souls were compelled to accept a nation as the object of their devotion. This calleth into question all that we know of the condition.
Would that the unsettling news ended there. Alas, there is more.
Sorry.
Following the earlier reports of missing Amalja, we have learnt that other beast tribes have suffered similar losses. And we now have reason to believe that the abductions are connected to the appearance of the towers. Our scouts sighted black-garbed figures leading shackled Ixal in the direction of the tower in Dravania. The Temple Knights were able to intercept them before they could reach their destination, liberating the Ixal and apprehending their captors, each of whom was found to be equipped with Garlean arms and armor.
So the Empire is the common thread.
With the support of Xenos, it seems likely that Fandaniel has rallied a faction of the splintered Garlean army to the banner of the Telophoroi.
Lord Hien reached the same conclusion when I shared our findings with Doma. The plan had been to march on Garlemald from the east and west in order to force a peace treaty. But the situation has changed. Dealing with the threat of the towers must come first. Given the nature of the enemy and the proven risk of tempering, I could think of few suitable candidates to aid in this task. But I am confident in my choice.
Hmm? Ah.
What?
Resistant to primal influence as they are, they can investigate the towers without fear of being turned.
We are glad to put our gifts to use, Commander.
She's so sulky.
Gifted or not, going behind enemy lines remains a perilous undertaking. But we must know more if we're to strike back at our foe. I'm counting on you.
If it would give us the upper hand, I'd do it 100 times over. We won't let you down.
That concludes the briefing. You two, make ready and join your escort.
Sorry.
Are you certain about this, Arenvold?
Oh no, someone's worried.
I am. Come on, let's talk outside.
I gotta shut up. I'm so sorry. Okay. Okay. Hey, Ferdola, what's up? If it's small talk you're after, look elsewhere. He's so sulky. Alpha now. I accept the numbers can prove a hindrance when infiltrating enemy territory, but to send only 2? Now that it's out in the open, I don't have to keep it under my proverbial hat anymore. It's too much. Misinterpretation can happen here.
So you know, I've already gone through all the formalities at the Rising Stones. Made sure to inform Jamolver and Vmar at Ralga's Reach as well.
Arenvold, I admire your enthusiasm, but this is far more dangerous than anything you have done before.
I know the risks. And I also know what's in store if we don't stop Fandaniel from carrying out his plan.
There's intensify. Alamegans are all Welsh. Hello, Moist.
With this power of mine, I can make a difference. If I stood idly by, I would regret it for the rest of my life.
And you, Fudola? Is this what you want?
Little Miss Tsundere.
What are you asking me for? It's not like I have any say in the matter.
She's like a very hissing, spitting cat.
Don't pretend. We both know Commander Eldin gave you a chance to refuse. And you didn't.
Oh!
So the Empire's finished, is it? Well, that's what they're all saying. That the great and glorious Garlemald slit its own throat.
Ironvald sounds like Viking in English. Yes, Felio. And Fordola sounds like a pirate. I don't know.
And now, from out of its twitching carcass crawls the Telophoroi with bloody Xenos at its head. I fought for Garlemald. Killed for Garlemald. What was I part of? I need to know. Whatever it is, I need to know.
Oh. Yeah.
Very well. If your hearts are set on this, I shall not stand in your way.
Come on. Oh, that's such a good scene.
If you've finished with your touching display of camaraderie, I have a question. Which tower are you planning to investigate, exactly?
Well, the one in Girabani is said to be tightly guarded. It's patrol after patrol out there, apparently. We'd be spotted before we got anywhere near it. Which is why we've set our sights on the one in Pagalthan instead. There shouldn't be anything like as many Imperials to worry about down there.
So that's how you pronounce it, Pagalthan.
Even so, I doubt the local Amalja will look kindly on it if they catch you sneaking around in their territory.
Fordola and I had a chance to learn the lie of the land in our previous forays there. We might still find trouble, but at least we won't lose our way. Well, we'd best not keep them waiting any longer.
Mayhap when all of this is over, we could take another trip to Loxeld. I would have you know I've become a rather capable swimmer since our last visit.
Yes, Alphino. I believe you. I totally believe you.
I'll believe that when I see it. Though, to be fair, getting into deep water does seem to be a scion's lot in life. Take care, eh?
No, you take care, Ironwald. Please, please come back. Please make sure you come back. I cannot. Okay, these are like death flags left and right. You two better come back. I'm gonna fucking cry.
It means a lot, you know. You coming with me.
I'll still owe you for saving my skin, don't I? Can't return the favour if I'm not there.
I dare say you'll get your chance before long. That Fandaniel sounds like a tricky customer. Too much for the likes of me, anyway. But we both know I'd just be another soldier if it weren't for my gift. And I need to be a damn sight more than that given what's coming. I realise I can't hold a candle to a hero like the Warrior of Light, or Alphino for that matter. He might look like he's 12, but he's seen more action than most people see in a lifetime. No, the fact is I'm nothing like them, and maybe I never will be. But I'll be damned if I don't try.
Boys, those two better make babies.
On us. So let's give it our all.
I agree. This ship must sail, and it must sail into a happy life. Please.
He does not want for conviction, that much is certain. So let us have faith in him. Him and Fordola both. While they see to the towers, I would attend to another task. Chasing down this lunar Bahamut.
Bloody thing. Can you hear me? It's Tataru.
I'm happy to say we've managed to find Estinian.
Of course you did.
And I'm sorry to say he went running off again the moment we told him about Bahamut.
I would too. Like, how do they keep finding me? If I were Estinian.
But he did mutter something about heading to Ishgard, so if you're quick, you might still be able to catch him.
You might be able to catch him. Love the way she said that.
Even if we set out this instant, he may already have left by the time we arrive. Have her send the Bonanza to Ishgard. It may prove useful should we need to give chase.
Come on, we can teleport. We can do this.
Gladly. I'll see to it as soon as Kryl and I get back to the Rising Stones. Good luck.
While you go off on your dragoon hunt, Urianger and I will return to headquarters. We have much to tell the others.
Dragoon hunt.
I wish you every success in your search for our elusive friend. May we all meet again ere long.
Estinian hates baths. Moist. Okay. That's done. Alright. Alize, what do you have to say? I get the impression Arenvald is a lot more apprehensive than he lets on. He will have been grateful. He would have been grateful Alphinaud was there to see him off. Graha. Estinian Wormblood, the Azure Dragoon. His was another name that featured prominently in the history books, and it will be fascinating to meet the man in the flesh. Oh dear, he's having a weeboo moment. Alphinaud is keen to track down Estinian, another one of your boyfriends, I'm sorry. So Estinian was bound for Ishgard. Whatever it is that brings him home, we must hope it will keep him there long enough for us to find him. Come, there is no time to lose. Pretty sure he's in Amaric's office. Oh, someone here is like Pokeballing. I am so sorry. Here Be Dragons is the name of the next quest. Off to Ishgard we go. By the way, I can't wait for Ishgard housing. Please just let me stay in Ishgard. Let me be with husbando. Assuming we find him, this will be my first encounter with the famous Estinian. And if he's half the man Alphinaud claims, what did Alphinaud claim? I fully expect to go weak at the knees. Perhaps do a bit of fainting while I'm at it. Graha. I have only visited Ishgard once before, after the devastation of the 8th Umbral Calamity. To see the place in all its in all its original glory, is a tantalizing prospect indeed. Alphinaud, I think you have some explaining to do. All present? Good. Let us split up and search for Estinian. What do you mean? Since we're relatively new to this place, Graha and I will look around the open spaces, the squares and markets and whatnot. You and Elixia can delve into the nooks and crannies. Very well. Let us reconvene at the airship landing later, with or without Estinian. Good luck. Alfredo, what have you been saying about Estinian? I think I shall begin at the Sky Steel Manufactory, so perhaps you could try the congregation? Lucia may well have heard news of our friend's return. Lucia and Handelup. Please let me go inside Amaric's office. That's all I ask for in life. Okay, congregation. Oh hey, I still remember my way around Ishgard. I think. Hello, Firm Albert. Firm Albert. Firm Albert. Hello, Handelope. Haven't seen you in a while. Okay. Lucia! How you been, girl? Good day to you, Warrior of Light. Lord Americ sent word that you would be attending the meeting in Alamigo, so I gather you have not come in search of him. Yeah, I did, actually. To what then do we owe the pleasure of your visit? Firm Albert, the firmest Albert. I see. No, we were not aware Sir Estinian had returned to Ishgard, but as I expect you remember, he is wont to come and go as he pleases. Mayhap he came seeking an audience with Lord Americ, only to find him absent? In any event, I am afraid I cannot help you. Perhaps one of your companions has fared better. Yeah, I was thinking the exact same thing. He'd be like in Americ's office, like climbing in through the goddamn window. Because that's what he does, I guess. So... where are we supposed to go next? Where is that? What? You want me to go to Aziz's Law? Excuse me? Okay. What does it say? Firm Albert, the firmest Albert. Okay, if you did some of the quests, you'd know that flowers were left here. No, this is different. No. It's for the anima weapon, which I am yet to finish. I am sorry. Wait. Journal to me. Where are we supposed to go next? Alpha knows. Really? That's all it says? That's all it says? Oh, I'm stupid. I'm sorry. I should be going to the airship landing. That's what he said, right? I really should stop tracking that anima quests for now. Wait. Let's stop tracking you. Okay, there we go. That would be at the Astrologicum. Near Americ's house, I remember. There they are. Graha. Sir Estinian is every bit as elusive as Urianger suggested. He looks frustrated, Alize. But you need your shiny. Yes, I do. I'm trying.
No sign of him. Not that I've ever met him before, but the way Alphino goes on about him, I'm fairly sure I could pick him out in a crowd.
What does Alphino say about Estinian?
Speaking of which, it does seem awfully quiet. If the erstwhile Azure Dragoon had returned to Ishgard, would it not be a source of general excitement?
No. He's a sulky man. Speaking of whom...
First the Scion's Coinkeeper, and now you. I'm beginning to think these meetings are more than mere coincidence.
You got that right. I missed you, Estinian.
Not that I'm complaining. It's been too long.
Wrong twin! Wrong twin! Wrong twin!
Too long.
Wrong twin!
You look an ilm taller and twice as rugged. It suits you, Alphino.
No! Don't! You're gonna die! She's gonna kill you!
Quieter, though. Have you been giving him lessons on how to be the strong, silent type?
I should intervene.
I am not Alphino!
Oh god, there's two of them.
Such firm friends. Perhaps you should remember what he looks like. And what do you mean, rugged? my brother mentioned what an oaf you are, I'd never have bothered looking for you in the first place.
Estinian Wormblood, the Azure Dragoon. He who fought and felled the dread worm.
I love this.
The warrior of light side.
Holy shit!
The day would come when I should see this living legend with my own eyes.
Would someone mind explaining what is going on?
I'm so sorry, Stinian. I'm so sorry.
Is everything all right? I thought I heard Alize shouting. Estinian! It's been too long.
That's what he said. Estinian's like, oh shit, there's two of them.
No, it's quite understandable. That was hardly the first time we've been confused for one another. Nor, I suspect, will it be the last.
Well, I, for one, will not be making that mistake again. What I will say, for the second time today, is that you've grown. Inside and out. I can tell.
I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. Sorry.
One can't remain a spoiled little lordling forever, you know.
I love how self-aware he is about that.
At least someone's having a good time.
Oh, is someone jealous?
You know, when we were growing up, Alphino would never befriend other boys because he couldn't stand the thought of not being in charge. But maybe that's changed. He seems just as happy around Estinian as he does Arenvald.
Perhaps he sees them as the brothers he never had. I think he learned how to talk with people rather than at them. Well, you can't keep him all to yourself forever. I like getting cheeky with Alice.
Keep him to my... You're joking, aren't you? I'd be glad if someone would take him off my hands.
No, you won't. We both know it.
No rest for the righteous, eh? Speaking of which, I was just on my way to borrow an airship to take me to Azis La.
Azis La? How could I forget? The dragon with whom Bahamut shared the deepest of bonds.
Tiamat.
Aye, Tiamat, his mate. Even now she remains imprisoned on Azis La, though her remorse binds her faster than any shackle.
Hashtag free Tiamat.
As the one who first summoned Bahamut, you believe she may be able to shine some light on his latest incarnation.
Might I suggest that we make the journey to Azisla together? I'm not sure if Tataru mentioned this, but we
The
have
waifu?
an airship of our own now.
I see no reason why not. Assuming your sister can bear the thought of sharing a deck with me.
Be my guest. But confuse me with Alphino again and I'll throw you overboard.
He's such a spitfire.
Ugh! I don't know who he thinks he is, but he's nothing like Alphino painted him to be.
I will admit, he is not exactly as I imagined him either. Based on what I had read of the man, I think I was expecting someone a little less... blunt?
Look at these two. Look at these two. I'm starting to wonder if I should be wearing something a little more warmer than shorts and, you know, Vans. Okay, here we are. Alize. Not to complain, but I didn't expect to find myself here again quite so soon. Estinian, I missed you. Come here. Tiamat summoned Bahamut once before. She may have again, willfully or no. Good point. Graha. So this is the Delta Quadrant where countless dragons yet lie imprisoned, the great Tiamat among them. Do I have warmer things? Oh god, I don't think so. Oh shit, I can't open my glamour plates here. It's all like swimwear ever since we moved to the beach. When you do Pagalthan, wear clothes you'd wear to the Grand Canyon. So a swimsuit then. No, I'm kidding, I'm kidding, I'm kidding. Alpha, no. It has been quite some time since last I set foot in Azizla, but I understand the three of you were here rather more recently. I don't suppose you chanced to meet with Tiamat during your visit. Alas not. We had no cause to set foot here in the Delta Quadrant, but I have studied the relevant records, which is not to say I wouldn't appreciate a first-hand account of your dealings with her. Well then, Alexia is the person to ask. As far as I know, she's the only one of us who have met Tiamat face to face. Even now, she remains a prisoner of the Allagan Empire. Let's just say it helped that Midgar Somer was there to introduce me. Yeah, mini Midgar Somer. Ah yes, you were a friend of her father. I too have met with Tiamat. After the Dragon Song War came to a close, I came here to speak with her. A worm who had fought her own war against man in another age. For those who don't know, you could actually read the side story for this particular encounter. This is told in the Heavensward side stories, which can be found in the Lodestone. I wished to know if she had harbored thoughts of vengeance and asked as much. She said no. My hatred for your kind was extinguished long ago. But the guilt she feels for resurrecting Bahamut burns on undimmed. It torments her even now. I see. Then your original reason for coming here was out of concern that Tiamat had been forced to summon Bahamut. Nidhogg is a part of me. I feel his emotions as my own. And I know that he would not allow his sister to be made a tool of evil. In his absence, it falls to me to watch over her. That's really sweet. Money. Give me money. I need money. I bought a house recently, so I'm out of money. Okay. Got something new to say? Alize. Our grandfather sacrificed everything to protect the realm from Bahamut. We would be prepared to do the same. Please don't say that. Alpha no. It was the Asians who taught Tiamat the secrets of summoning, even as they supplied the Allagans with the means to capture primals. So much suffering, all of it by design. Graha. The Azure Dragoons of history were the mortal enemies of the dragons, yet now they would be hard-pressed to find a soul who understood them better. Well, except those level 59 guys over there. Estinian. Estinian is ready to lead the way to Tiamat. Righteous Indignation is the title of the quest. Tiamat awaits. This way. What was that look for? Were you looking at my minion? Like, do you want one? Oh, thank God I could fly here. Okay, let's go visit Tiamat. I've always really loved the idea of Tiamat. She's always been like one of the most bittersweet encounters I've had in Heavensward. And I love that the music changes when you approach her. To think that man is responsible for all of this, and so much else that dragonkind has suffered. Resigned to her fate though she may be, I cannot help but feel that we may be able to help Tiamat, would she only let us. So this is one of the 7 great worms. Even thus confined, her presence is overwhelming. Okay, I'm gonna stand beside Estinian so that... Okay. She is a sight to behold. My sire's mortal companion, what bringeth thee back to this forsaken place, child of man?
It's plain she knows naught of recent events. Perhaps you should enlighten her.
Why me? Ah, that my sins should be repeated. I sensed not the faintest stirring. As to who could have called him forth, I know of none save the dragons of Mericidia, our children. The Aegon claimed their souls when first he manifested, and robbed of their will, they became tools for the Aladan's dark designs.
Much like those held here in Asisla. If dragons who worship Bahamut are required to summon him, that must mean...
Yes, the dragons of Mericidia are at the mercy of this Ascian. There can be no other explanation. Accursed Ascians, vile minions of darkness. Again you would profane the memory of my beloved and strip our children of their freedom, their dignity. Are there no depths to which you will not stoop?
Your children's pain means nothing to them. They laugh at your kind suffering. But tears will not right this wrong, nor will lamentation see the perpetrators punished.
What wouldst thou have from me, slayer of dragons?
Behavior befitting a great worm.
Oh hey, rude.
We came here to ask mighty Tiamat of the First Brood, consort of Bahamut, mother of the dragons of Mericidia, what she intends to do about the crimes committed against her children.
Oof. I'm impressed he didn't flinch. Were I free, I would answer thine insolence with fire, but words shall have to suffice. Recall, mortals, that it was I who did first summon my beloved, praying with all my being to bring him forth. You who contend with Aecons cannot well be ignorant of the consequence.
You too were exposed to his influence. That you are yet in possession of your own will is testament to the indomitable strength of your soul. But were you to meet with Bahamut again, you fear you might succumb.
Indeed. Ask the Dragon Slayer, and he will tell thee the power we of the First Brood wield. Were I to lose myself to the Aecon's influence, all will pay the price. But it is of little matter, for even had I the strength to resist, I yet lack the strength to break my shackles. This prison shall be my tomb.
On the matter of Bahamut's influence, at least, I believe we can be of some assistance.
Giant Porksy? What do you
If you're
plan?
afraid of being enthralled, don't be. We have a cure. And while we've never tried it on one such as you, its basic principles are universal.
Are you sure about this, Alice? Speakest thou in earnest?
There is no future for those bound to the past. That you committed a terrible sin, I do not dispute. But if you feel remorse, you may yet make amends. We offer you that chance. Take it, or you will forever remain a prisoner, not of these cruel shackles, but of your own guilt.
A chance to make amends, to lay Bahamut's memory to rest. When our own star faced annihilation, Hydaelyn granted us sanctuary, and now your foes would bring about her destruction. This I cannot allow. For the debt I owe to Hydaelyn and to all who have suffered for my sins, I shall fight with you, children of man. Yay! Just Stinian. Speak with Grahatia. Let's do the usual. It won't make up for what she suffered at the hands of men, but if there's a chance we can free her, truly free her, we owe it to her to try. I confess my heart was in my throat when Estinian thought to berate her, but it appears to have had the desired effect. Yo. It would seem she still has some pride after all. Let's see if she's as good as her word. Come on, be nicer. Graha. While pork seeds have been shown to be effective in curing the tempered, Tiamat must be considered a special case. She is far, far larger and immeasurably more powerful than any subject treated thus far. Were we to remove her restraints only to find that the process had failed, we would be hard-pressed to contain her. Then, before going ahead, we should learn as much as we can about the exact nature of her condition. Do you suppose we can find that information here? Why, yes, we can. We can indeed. The Alagans kept detailed records on all of their notable captives, and I know exactly where to look. How convenient. We shall leave that to you then. In the meantime, the rest of us can turn our thoughts to the removal of those shackles. I know Alphino and Elixir here well enough, but not you. Are you certain you're ready to see this through? Rest assured, Sir Estinian, that I am both ready and willing to give my all for the sake of this star, though that is not my only reason for wanting to set Tiamat free. While I do not claim to know all of her sorrows, I too once found myself in a prison of despair, and I well understand how hard it can be to dare to dream of escape. It took the encouragement of braver souls than I am to make me take the first step towards a brighter future, and now I would help Tiamat do the same. I gather you are not as young as you look. Mayhap when our work here is done, we could trade tales over a pot of Tataru's famous tea. And be indebted to her for the leaves and hot water? I think not. I see. Returning swiftly to the task at hand, then. You should have said ale. I believe the nodes governing Tiamat's restraints are located in the sector known as the flagship. Ah yes, we are familiar with it. The Etherochemical Research Facility in particular. Oh, you may wish to take this. A spirit vessel containing a small amount of my blood. which you just happen to be carrying around with you. I suppose that could seem rather odd. To explain, Rambros, Oriange, and I are researching the use of spirit vessels in the transference, not only of memories, but the traits of certain bloodlines. And so I keep one at the ready should an opportunity to test our theories arise. As for its use to you, you may recall that during our previous visit, the nodes here granted access to restricted functions, having identified me as being of royal blood. And armed with that spirit vessel, I posit that they will do the same for you, even in the absence of, well, the rest of me. It seemed worth a try at least. Agreed. We will take good care of it. To the flagship, then. To the Batmobile. Oh, he's still here. Oh, hello. Are you catching up too? Alize and I shall remain here and attend to necessary preparations. In the event that the spirit vessel fails to work as expected, you know where to find me. Good luck. It's possible the restraints may have mitigated the effects of her tempering, but Tiamat has been enthralled to Bahamut for thousands of years. To have clung on to her reason through it all says a lot for her strength of will. More than a lot. Yeah. Actually, much respect for this lady over here. Righteous indignation. And yeah, to the flagship we go. Excuse me, passing through. I wish things were a little closer. I wish they were like, Israelites. It's far, and I'm lazy. So I'm gonna guess they're at the edge, as always. Being dramatic. Oh, hey, you're not the one I'm looking for. Is it above me? Oh, sorry. Oh, there you are. Oh. Mana cutters. I would rather leave these elegant contraptions to you and Alphino. Let us split up and search the flagship for the node that controls Tiamat's restraints. But should you find a likely candidate, do not be tempted to make any adjustments. It would not do to accidentally release some manner of experimental monstrosity, nor less Tiamat herself in her current state. Our objective at this stage is simply to identify the relevant node or nodes. Once we have learned what we can, we should reconvene and compare notes prior to proceeding. Okay. Okay. Thanks for the mana cutters. Got my own ride. Let's zoom out a bit. Ah, there. Obstreperous node. What does that even mean? I have to Google that up. Wait. Like, obstreperous. Obstreperous, meaning noisy and difficult to control. That's what obstreperous means. Data link with Delta Quadrant broken. Possible cause intruder interference. Advised deployment of automated combat units. Proceed? YN? Clamorous node, which also means noisy, I guess. Warning, scheduled dragon restraint maintenance due in negative 2020 years. Failure to verify system integrity may result in unscheduled specimen release. Okay, where is the third one? Malodorous node. So it's stinky? Friction between metallic components detected. Temperature increasing to critical levels. Please replace damaged parts or retreat to a safe distance. Please don't do that. I don't want to respawn in Limsa right now. Okay, done. Infernal things. One of them sent a swarm of mechanical vilekin to plague me. I must have angered it. I am afraid Estinian and I have little to show for our efforts. Did you find anything? I did! A node which smelled like burnt hair. Yes, a chirping note which spontaneously warned me about the neglecting the dragon restraints. I found a way to activate mechanical sentries, if that's any help. No. Let's go for the one. Let's go for the second one. Spontaneously, you say? Well, that does sound promising. Almost suspiciously so, in fact. But then you were in possession of the spirit vessel. I dare say it is indeed the node of which Graha spoke. And it was chirruping, you say? Very well, let us take a closer look. Chirruping. What is this? Wait, where'd you go? Where'd you go? Huh? Ugh. Objects in mirror are closer than they seem. As I suspected, the node will not acknowledge my authority to issue its instructions. How did the Allegans tell these godforsaken things apart? Oh, Estinian. Do you wish to operate the dragon restraint mechanisms? You do not have the requisite access privileges. Operation of the dragon restraint mechanisms may only be undertaken by the chief technologist and members of the royal family. Or those with a vessel full of royal blood, perhaps. Okay. New user detected. Commencing biometric authentication. Authentication complete. User identified as member of the royal family. Please state your name. Comedy music is playing, so I'm gonna say Alpino Levelier. But that's just confusing. Amusing as you may find my name, I must ask that you use Alexia Solaris, please. Username changed. Welcome, Alexia Solaris. You may operate the dragon restraint mechanisms when ready. He looks so relieved. Error. Unable to disengage restraints of the specimen Tiamat. A system update is required. Are you on Windows or something? A system update? What do you suppose it is asking of us? I could hazard a guess. Well, that's more than I can say. Confounded bloody thing. Estinian, you and technology are adorable. User agitation detected. Initiating guidance program. In order to operate the restraint mechanism, I require access to the central control system. However, I am unable to establish a link to said system due to the obsolescence of my own software. This issue can be resolved by applying system update using the corresponding terminal located within the flagship. So can this thing release the restraints or not? It can, but only once it has received the requisite system update, as far as I can tell. It's like all my apps on my phone. Until which time it'll float there spewing nonsense. User dissatisfaction detected. Initiating placation protocols. I am here to help. Rest assured that I will be on hand to guide you through every step of the system update process. How gratifying. But I dare say we will fare better with guidance than without it. Alright, Mr. Grumpy Pants. I don't know what possessed the Alligans to surround themselves with these chattering orbs, but the fact that they remain while their creators do not speaks volumes. I think that was the point. Sid and his colleagues always make operating these Alligan devices seem so easy. What was the name of the paperclip in MS Word? Mr. Paperclip? Clippy? Was it Clippy? I don't remember. Restrainment node. The restrainment node stands poised to lend a hand, figuratively speaking. Guiding user to terminal. This way, please. Wait, I'm confused. Is that inside or is that... These stupid mini-maps, like... So, here? Ah, good. I did not get lost for once. Don't look at me. This is a task for you and Alphino. Sorry! This terminal appears to be similar to the one we encountered when we first set foot here. Let us hope it will be equally helpful. Access granted to user Elixir Solaris and her adolescent Elysian companion. Master Solaris' other companion is deemed a potential risk to safe operation and has been denied access privileges until further notice. Flagship terminal. Let's see. According to the terminal, the central control system is presently employing software version 56.135. Dare I ask which version you are employing? Why, software version 42.002, of course. Warning, errors detected in the data management system. Estimated time required for update, 5 years and 1 day. What? That is rather longer than we were hoping. Aren't there any other options? For instance, using this terminal to operate Tiamat's restraints instead? The proposed method is indeed an option. Please be warned, however, that the procedure may have changed as a result of the system update, and my instructions may no longer be accurate. Good point. Well, I can't imagine it will have changed all that much. As long as we pay due attention to any discrepancies, I dare say we shall be able to muddle our way through. Don't bother trying to explain, just tell me if we've made any progress. You cavemen! I would say so, yes. It does, however, require that I remain here to operate the terminal. I shall inform you via Link Pearl once I am ready to release the shackles. I need to let the cat out. What's that? Alphino. It might be best if you left the spirit vessel with me. I may yet have use for it. Rest assured, I will be certain to return it to Grahatia once this is over. Okay. Here you go. Just a little more work and Tiamat will be free. But before we go any further, there is something I would know. When Tiamat and her kin fought against the Allagan Empire, both sides were but dancing to the tune of the Asians. It was the same in Ishgard, when they stoked the fires of conflict between man and dragon from the shadows. All that the Asians touch turns to ash, and thus have you made it your mission to fight them. But there have been times when you tried to reach out to them instead, to find common ground. And so I must ask, what do you intend to do with Fandaniel? Will you try and reach out to him too? I don't think there's any hope for that guy. Enemy or no, I want to understand him. I will try, yes, and if that fails, I'll remember him. Hey! Certainly, after I've wiped the smile off his face. I'm going to be very honest with myself. I'd rather put my lance through his heart and be done with it. And he says that with such a sweet smile. But perhaps that's the difference between you and me. You see the good in people, even if it be but the faintest glimmer. I only hope you do not come to rue your benevolence. You think us unwise for viewing the world thus? Far from it. That has ever been your way, and as I learned when we journeyed through with Iceheart, together with Iceheart. The fact that I still remember every bit of that, like, speaks volumes, I think. Yet the fact remains that there are some who view compassion as a weakness to be exploited, and there may come a time when you extend the hand of friendship only to wish that you had dealt the killing blow. So, save your mercy for those who deserve it. I'm going to take a screenshot of that. Well, we should be getting back to our task. If Alphino has things in hand here, I suggest we rejoin the others. Yeah, I miss that grumpy person. Warning, releasing dragon restraints may result in specimen loss, damage to facilities, and incineration of staff. Thanks. I cannot deny the logic in Estinian's argument. Given all that is at stake, even the slightest lapse in judgment could be the undoing of us all. For vengeance, we are being asked to go to the... Oh my god, all the way back to... What is this guy? What is... Are you... What are you? What are you? It's taking so far. It's so far. I like that I could see Tiamat's place from all the way up here, though. Okay, you can see her like right there. Alright, let's move up. Great Lady Tiamat. I'm back, sweetie. The antithesis. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry. Clipping into your wing. Oh no, who to talk to first? Stinian. If this Van Daniel truly is without reason or creed, he is no better than a rabid dog. The tier 2 metal quarry you put up for sale. Treat with him if you must, but be ready to do what is necessary. I want to kick him in the throat. Oh. Graha. The 4 tubs of So the spirit vessel proved useful after all. Excellent. I don't know Angelo could take this. I'm not so sure, Alize. Estinian told me all is well, but nothing more. Honestly, it's like getting blood out of a stone with him. I take it from Alphino's absence that he's needed elsewhere? Well, that all sounds rather frustrating, but you got there in the end. While you were off talking to nodes, Graha and I were learning as much as we could about Tiamat's condition. Our readings confirmed that her ethereal balance leaned strongly towards the umbral, as was the case with the kobolds. Therefore, all other things being equal, the treatment should work. The difficulty lies in the sheer quantity of aether with which we must contend. Multiple applications of the treatment will inevitably be required if we are to reverse the effects of the tempering completely. Meaning, I'll need all the ether I can get. Thank you in advance. Although this endeavor will ask much of us, we do have one reason to be optimistic. Namely that Tiamat shows no signs of fanatical devotion, suggesting a milder case of tempering than that suffered by the kobolds. Tiamat saw Bahamut as an equal rather than a god. Might that have made a difference? Now that you mention it, it very well might. She would not have believed it necessary to defer to his will. But enough talk. How about you? It's time to put our theories to the proof. Tell Alphino to disengage the restraint's ethereal dampers. Are you sure? I'm counting on you, Angelo. I'm not so sure about this, guys. Ah, such warmth. The frost that shroudeth my soul doth begin to thaw. But what are these? Visions of days long forgotten, of war with the men of Alag. Wherefore do such baleful memories return to me now? Could it be that the process of restoring her soul to its pre-tempered state is awakening ancient memories? Or might the opposite be true? If so, by helping her to recall the past, we may be able to speed her recovery. Alexia, she trusts you. Speak to her. Ask her to tell you of times past. She's right there. Why don't we just... Tell me of Bahamut and the Asians. Tell me of your war with the men of Alag. It has my server name in it, so... Ah, Bahamut, my beloved. Would that the peace we found in Mirasidia could have lasted for eternity. But alas, it was not to be. The Asians saw to that. In all creation, I know of none more wicked. It was at their behest that the men of Alag first came unto Mirasidia, unto our home. The tale began when Bahamut and I left our father's side. We took wing in search of a place to make our eyrie. Beyond the southern ocean, we discovered a lush and fertile land. It would come to be known as Mirasidia by the children of men, though many years were to pass before they crossed the seas. Upon our arrival, we were welcomed by the peaceful people of the forest, kin to the trees. Surrounded by nature's bounty, Bahamut and I had found a place to raise our young. Fascinating. This correlates with the writings of the Charlian scholar Rurusha. She posits that man first settled on the southern continent towards the end of the Second Astral Era. Correctly, it would appear. If only she were with us to hear the tale from Tiamat herself. You're geeking out. Again, Angelo. The little piggy that could. When first the children of man arrived on our shores, no foot did they set in those places over which we held dominion. Such was their fear of dragonkind, and as they kept their distance, so did we let them be. Yet as the days went by, ship after ship appeared upon the horizon, bearing ever more of their brethren who divided the vast land amongst themselves. For a time they knew peace and prosperity, but as their numbers grew, the smaller their share came to seem, and soon they began to covet the territory of their fellows. Ere long, man fought man, blood was answered with blood, and none could see an end to the strife, until one day they came to us. Recognizing our wisdom, they entreated us to intercede in their conflicts. Bahamut agreed, and with him presiding over the affairs of men, the land knew peace once more. Alas, those golden days of harmony too were fated to end. For the men of Alag slew my beloved, and I, in my rage and sorrow, heeded the envenomed words of the Asians. The rest thou knowest only too well. Oh dear. But your tale doesn't have to end there. When you are free, we'll rid the world of the Asians together, and you and your beloved will have justice. Fine sentiments, but you're almost spent. I'll keep watch from above. If the treatment fails, run. Wow. Okay. Thanks. Thanks for the vote of confidence. I swear when this is over. Keep going, Alize. The magic is working. Slowly but surely the magic is working, aided no doubt by the memories you bade her share. While I knew this wasn't going to be easy, no patient could have prepared me for treating a great worm. But we're close, I can feel it. And while I've only got a few more drops of aether left to give, with yours and Graha's, this will work. Then I believe I speak for both of us when I say that you may take as much as you require. Careful, I might hold you to that. Alright, here I go. You got this, Alice, go! Hashtag free Tiamat. Little porksy that could. Go, go, Angelo! You got this, BB.
Ugh, no. I'm almost there. This is it, Angelo!
Oh my god. Angelo, are you okay? Yes, I feel it. The Akon's grip groweth weak. Oh, Angelo's fine, thank God.
We won't know for certain until the shackles are removed.
Answer me this, children of man. Can my kindred be saved in like manner?
Many have been subjected to the Allagan's dark arts, their flesh irrevocably altered. For such tortured souls, I fear there can be no salvation.
My children. Should you hearken unto my call, we shall fly together once more. But should you not, I shall grant you peace. Better to die than live as a tool of evil. You too would wish this, I know, and I shall do as I must.
When that time comes, you won't be alone. We'll stand by you.
Thou hast my gratitude, little one.
Alphino's ready. It's time.
Let's do this.
Do it. And let's hope the treatment worked as it should.
Ow, that looks so big. I never noticed those. I just saw the rings and the chains. I didn't see the spikes through her tail. What the hell? Oh boy. My beloved. For vengeance and atonement, I rise. Guys? Guys?
By the gods.
Guys, are we okay? Guys, this is supposed to happen? I guess it is. Okay.
Urianger, your timing could not be better. Understood, we're on our way. It's Bahamut. He's been sighted over Pagalthan.
The what now?
He flies for the largest Amalja settlement in the region, at the head of a vast host, including dragons.
Did you hear all that, Alphino? You'd best rejoin your comrades. I'll make my own way. Our enemy awaits. Shall we?
For a second, I thought he was gonna fly off on his own. Like, he doesn't need a mount. Super Estinian on the way. What the hell? Okay. I'll say I'll be fine. Plenty of time to recover on the airship. Graha? While I'm sure you're desperate to join Estinian and Tiamat in battle, it would be wiser to gather the full strength of the Scions first. The foe we face demands no less. Money. I need money. Thank you. Okay, same thing. Graha? With Lunar Bahamut bound for Pagalthan, Grahatia is determined to call upon the aid of your fellow Scions. Quest title is The Flames of War. I have already sent word to the others. We are to rendezvous in Ul'dah at the Hall of Flames. Let us collect Alphino and be on our way. Oh yeah, he's still there. Oh, that's so nice. It's empty. The empty cage. Oh, okay. Insta teleport, thank you. Alize. If you're worried about me, don't be. I got some rest during the flight, and now I feel ready for anything. Alphino. As I am sure you recall, Arenvald and Fordola were bound for Pagalthan. I pray they have not come to any harm. Graha. First the spate of abductions and now an attack on the Amalja homeland. What do the Telephoroi and aim to achieve with all of this? Yashtola? No, not you. I'm sorry, Mr. Random Person. You're Stola. We are looking at different instances. I'm pretty sure he's still very early in the story, if that Sprout is any. By happy coincidence, Kral and I were in the process of concluding our inquiries when news reached us of Lunar Bahamut's return. There is much to discuss, and it will have to wait. Are you petting my minion? Is he petting my minion? Okay. Yeah, he's watching my minion. Oriange. Of the foe we face, we know but little. Though time might be of the essence, we must not stint in on our preparations, lest our haste to fly to the aid of the Amalja cost us our best chance of victory. Did I talk to Graha already? Did I remember to talk to you? Yeah, I did. Are you actually a Sprout? Are you actually a Sprout? Because I could give you a free minion. Like, here you want. There he goes. Thancred. Now I know some of you could do with the rest, but I'm sorry to say that Telephoroi have other plans. Pagalthan is already under siege. Happily, the immortal flames arrived just in time to join the defensive effort, with Marshal Tarapin at their head. Well now, given the failure of the peace negotiations, I was uncertain how that sultanate would respond. 'Tis good to hear that Ul'dah has not abandoned the Amalja. Abandoned them? Did we not profess to be their friends? Oh, hello! Your Grace. Marshal Tarapin had made provisions for such an exigency and was ready to depart at a moment's notice. All that was required was the agreement of the syndicate, each of whom voted in favor of intervention. Nor is Ul'dah alone in its resolve. The other alliance nations have likewise dispatched their troops to Pagalthan. Yet even with our combined strength, we shall be sorely tested, for we face not only the might of an Imperial Legion, but Lunar Bahamut and his draconic horde besides. Tiamat's children. Fight as we may, victory is by no means assured, but not all of the omens are grim. Our forces report that despite their proximity to Lunar Bahamut, none of the Amalja show any signs of tempering. Strange. What primal would turn down a chance to claim new thralls? Unless it is incapable of doing so. Primals are not wont to serve a master, Asian or otherwise. It may well be that Lunar Bahamut differs in some fundamental manner from those we have previously encountered. If that were true, anyone could fight him, and Elixia and others like her wouldn't have to shoulder the burden alone. You mean my party? Be that as it may, Lunar Bahamut remains an incalculably powerful foe from our soldiers, whom our soldiers will struggle to best through mere force of arms. With the aid of the Scions, however, I believe that they will fare rather better, assuming, that is, you are ready to take the field. I know what you're getting at. An airship awaits to bear you to the front. Pray set forth as soon as you are able. Not like I can't say no. I get it. I'm going. I, meanwhile, shall continue to coordinate our forces. Till next we meet, may the 12 bless and keep you. Bye. It was kind of her to speak with us personally. You may be certain she has no shortage of other responsibilities. Well, I, for one, am inclined to do as her grace requests. Lest we forget, Arenvald and Fordola are in Pagalthan on reconnaissance. The sooner we save the day, the better their chances. Indeed, to the airship then. I don't remember where the airship landing in Ul'dah is. Because I don't use Ul'dah. Okay, I'm sorry. Nani? Speak with the Immortal Flames pilot at the airship landing in Ulda. Thank God for the right shortcuts, because I cannot tell you where that is. I don't remember. Oh, hi. Hello. Airship landing. There we go. Greetings. We've been expecting you. But say the word, and we shall depart for Puggleton at once. Puggleton now accessible. Okay. Oh look, a trust system that I have never leveled. Shit. Small talk. The grasslands of Puggleton will make for an open battlefield. Many though our enemy are, we will not have to fight against the terrain, at least. Thancred? Like most who have spent time in Ulda, I haven't always seen eye to eye with the Amalja, but today I will fight side by side with them in common cause, and hope that none of them remember me. Oriange. At the cost of his own life, did Master Louisoix strike down the primal Bahamut. Whatever the true nature of this new incarnation, it cannot be suffered to threaten this star. By dealing with Lunar Bahamut and his hordes, so too will we render aid to Aronvald and Fordola. Come, let us go. I don't know, kids. Whether he's here or not, we can be sure Fandaniel is behind this attack, and that makes me doubly determined to see that it fails. Yashtola? I love saying her name. I know not what designs the Telephoroi have on Puggleton, but I do know they must be stopped for the good of the Amalja and us all. Let's see. Dungeons, Shadowbringers, Puggleton. Let me see if I could get a party together. Alexia's first Puggleton. I don't know how to spell. Yes, no. Come. Or should I just use Duty Finder? Should I just Duty Finder this? I'm scared. Because I have not... I don't know any of the mechanics. I'll be going in blind. Oh. Yay! Yay! Thank you! You're going to come to Zudner after? Yes. Yes. Trying to unlock. Okay, anyone... Does anyone else want to call? Oh, perfect. Shiro! 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 Yay! So we're just missing... Wait, how many people is needed for Pagkalon? Just 4, right? Oh no, Atreus! Sorry, I already... Sorry, Atreus. Just 4, right? Just 4. Sorry. Oh wait. So, Felia wants to heal. Sorry. I will go as dancer. I don't know what I'm doing. No. Let's try it again. Sorry, 2 healers. I'm sorry, I'm so nervous. I have not read any mechanic. I have not watched any fight about this. Oh shoot. Oh shit, sorry. Someone's emoting at me while I'm watching the cutscene. Oh, look at us. Ashen vermin, you shall torment my children no longer. Hello, going in blind. Lol. You guys. That's it. Yes, you can now watch my bad dancer play. Come back! I want to hit you with my everything. Am I dying? I think I'm dying. I cannot see shit. Wait. Oh god, there's so many! Don't run away! Come back! Oh god! No! Ah! Please stop! What is happening? I don't know. I don't know where I'm supposed to stand and everything. Here, I guess. No, that was not a good choice. Ah! Sorry. Oh no. Oh dear. I don't know. Oh, shit. Guys. I don't know if this is the... Should I be here? Ah, sorry, I'm sorry. So you're supposed to drop it. Okay, what are these orbs? They're bad. They're apparently quite bad. So... No, 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 no. Oh, shh. Retreat! I'm sorry! I'm sorry! I didn't realize I was ringing my AoE. I am on the wrong side of this boss. Dance like you've never danced before. Because I have not danced here before. Do you guys know I barely play any DPS classes? Because I don't know how. Like, was anybody aware of this little fact? I thought he was gonna like spit out from the front. I am... Okay, okay. Press all the buttons. Press everything that isn't on cooldown. Ah, yes, the way of the DPS. Boots of maiming. Agreed.
What took you so long? The Amalja are in trouble. Let's split up.
We're sorry. We're sorry. Oh god. Ah! I hate it when the camera auto turns. I don't know where I should be standing because I cannot see shit. I forgot I had Peloton.
Oh no, you don't.
Ah. So we're supposed to keep them here. Okay. Ah! No. No. Also no. Watch me dash into all of the AoEs. Failure. Eat. Eat. Pass. Oh shit! It's already started. I'm sorry. Why did I do that? Those thrusters. Why? Oh shit! What? So up here. Okay. No, my alarm is going off. It's cat dinner time. Please listen to the soothing sounds of my phone alarm while I panic. Jesus Christ. Wait, let me dance first, god damn it. Ah! I think I missed a step. No. Why are there rockets on both sides? No! I'm so confused right now! My alarm is in my ear. No, Sheena, why are you dead? No! Sorry, I have to turn off my alarm. Oh god, what just happened? No. Press all the things. Press all the things. Come on. No. No. I don't know how to put my headphones back on. I was dancing, bitch! Okay. Wait. Sure, okay. I don't know what those are, but I will click greed on them. I don't know. Let me put my headphones back on. Shit. No. I can't hear anything. No. Shit. I'm trying to keep pressing buttons while I'm trying to put my earbuds on, and they're proving to be much harder than it sounds. I'm sorry. Okay. Oh, I have to... Dragon! Click dragon, yes. That's... Wow. Yeah, I have earbuds on and I had to take them off to like turn off my phone alarm because it's across the room on the charger. So I had to take them off. Yeah, I got my earbuds on now. Thank you! Ah, yeah. I can't see anything! There's this dragon butt in my face. I should not be here. I should not be here. Okay. Ah, yeah. I can barely see where the AoEs are because they're just huge. Oh, so we actually have to fight it. Hashtag Team Tiamat. Mama! Oh no, there's still cats here and they're asking for dinner. Wow! Wow! Seriously? Why is that dragon doing a Macross Valkyrie? No! You bitch! You hurt my girl. Sorry. I'm back. I'm back. Again, almost beautiful. Ah. Ah. Mm. Wait, I thought that was one thing. I'm sorry. I thought it was going to be one blast. Shh. Where am I supposed to take this? Ah. That's okay. That's where. That doesn't look good. Oh, it chases you! Fuck! Oh! Excuse me? Where am I supposed to go? Here? That ain't good. Ah. I'm sorry for the paltry damage. I don't know what I'm doing. Both as a class and the dungeon mechanics. Ah, fuck. Where is the clear spot? Where is the clear spot? Ah. Thank you. Second chance points added to your journal. A seal can be added to your journal. Let's see what loot. What is this? Striking? I don't really have that. Well, now that I've unlocked it, we could try it again next time for it to drop. We could finally farm it. Thank you, friends who joined. Thank you, thank you. I'm sorry for those who I wasn't able to add. I have a cat who's very grumpy with me right now because her dinner's late. But I have to finish this first. Children of man, the shade of my beloved is no more, and I shall be forever in your debt. By your deeds are we set free, and free we shall remain. As long as I draw breath, never again shall the dragons of Mericidia hearken to the lies of the Asians. This I vow. She's home. She's home. She's home, you guys. Go, Mama Dragon.
Noble warriors, the dragons chose their friends well.
Who you? Oh, Zamalcha.
Long have our peoples waged war, but no more. Your fallen lie beside our own. By our words and deeds shall we honor their sacrifice.
We would be proud to call you our allies. He seems happy with that.
The enemy of our enemy is our friend. And you have proven yourselves worthy of our trust. It is the Garleans who are deserving of our fury. I shall see that my brethren learn the truth of this day, and rally as many as possible to the cause, till we meet again.
Thanks, bruh.
And thus did we make allies of the Amalja.
It would certainly seem that way. The Sultana will be pleased. Let's go and give her the good news, shall we?
Sometime earlier inside the Pagelthan Tower. No! No, 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 no! Oh, I got so worried. Ew, it sounds gross.
What in Relga's name happened here?
The gods only know. But you can bet these poor sods aren't here by choice.
Quickly! We've got to get them free!
You dumbass. Ah!
Get back!
No! What have I done?
It's too late for them. We're leaving, now!
Oh god. Ew? Yeah.
No.
What is this ugly ifrit? Arenvald!
We came together and we're leaving together!
How dare you? Well, I did let some cats out. What's that? What a cliffhanger. TY for party. Thank you guys. Thank you. I'm going to leave now so that I could carry on with the MSQ and not disturb everybody else. Thank you, thank you. See you later. Okay. So that people could go about their business. Oriange. Though the day is won, thanks is no small part to thy valor. The Telophoroi are far from defeated. Yet be that as it may, 'tis only right that we rejoice in lunar Bahamut's banishment unto the Aether. Thancred. It will take more than a single victory to wash away all the bad blood between men and Amalja, but one has to start somewhere. Graha? Tiamat did all she promised and more this day, but I doubt she will be satisfied. Nay, she will fight on in defense of her children, wheresoever they may be. Yishtole? To see the Amalja fighting alongside us brought to mind the Zune of the Crystarium. I pray that our peoples can forge bonds as strong as those of our counterparts in the first. Alize. From what I could tell, there didn't seem to be many Imperials in the vicinity of the tower. Hopefully Arenvald will have used the opportunity to get in and out undetected. I hope so too. There you are! There you are. Like I should take a picture first, right? Like right. The side eyes at each other, sorry. I should have known you'd be the one to end it. Mayhap now Tiamat will find some measure of solace. I'll be back later for Jeep posing. One sec. Alpha no. Well, it would be too much to hope that we have seen the last of Fandaniel. We have dealt his schemes a telling blow this day, and that alone is cause to celebrate. And celebrate I will, when we have received word of Arenvald's safe return. Savage Might. Critical. Please tell me this opens up Sadnor. You may now enter Pogglethon with a party of NPC avatars. To make use of this feature, open the Trust interface located under Duty in the main menu. Ugh. Okay, they're saying the same things now. Yeah, okay. Same dialogue. Alphino. Alphino is minded to share his account of the events that unfolded in Pogglethon with the Sultana. I hope it's voiced. Please. Standing around here worrying is not going to help matters. Come, we must discuss the day's events with Pippin and her grace. Brave Scions, who are you? Yay! Nanamo. Would that I could treat you to a hero's welcome, but I bear urgent news from the... How do you pronounce that? Frontistery. Your Grace, whatever is the matter? He's so tall. As our troops withdrew from Pogglethon, they came upon the 2 scouts sent to the nearby tower. I have yet to hear a full account, but it seems that one of them, your friend, I believe, had been wounded and was being dragged away by the other. Oh no. No, my child, Alpha, no, please, not another. He can't lose another one. He can't. He just cannot lose another one. I must go. Forgive me, Your Grace. He's already lost so many. Please. Give the child a break. That side eye. Can you tell us aught of Arenvald's condition, Your Grace? The wounded scout. Not save that it is grave. The Kyrusians tend to him even as we speak. The infirmary must be inundated with the wounded. If all of us go, we'll only get underfoot. Alexia, Estinian, would you mind going after Alphino? He may need some support from someone other than me. So you do worry. Go on, grumpy face. Very well. Thank you. The rest of us will see the relevant people know. We'll see that the relevant people know what took place in Pogglethon. Can I tell Amiric myself? No? Not an option? Okay. I just wanted to try my luck. Well, come on then. Yep, you and me. Let's go, buddy. Oh god, I'm stuck with grumpy pants. Okay. When the dust settles. This would be at the Alchemist's Guild. Where is the nearest? Ruby Road Exchange. Yes. I'm sorry, I don't know my way around Ul'dah. I don't hang around here very often. I may be lost. Oh, there. Okay. Was just checking because I have the exact same dress. The Alchemist's Guild. There we go. I almost missed you. Okay. What's up? I take it Alphino is fond of Arenvald. I know how he feels, but hand-wringing isn't going to help anyone. You had better have a word. We need to stop meeting like this, Estinian. Sorry. Also, I am lost. Where is it? Okay. Oh, Ferdola. Instead of standing there gawping, why don't you tell your friend to stop whining like an underfed dog? People are fighting for their lives in there. She has a point. Please, tell me something. Anything. Frontisteri Karuchin. Another one come to see the lad in silver armor? Master Damulot is attending to him as we speak. If you would be so kind as to wait. What did Master Damulot say? Tell me his exact words. Enough, Alphino. This isn't helping. But you're right. Forgive me. When we said our farewells to Arenwald, I was afraid that something like this might happen. But now that it has, all we can do is wait. I know how it feels.
Fordola, have you been waiting here all this time?
That was a dumb question, kid.
We have done what we can. The rest is up to him.
May we see him?
I do not think that wise. You must let him sleep.
Thank you for bringing him back. He owes you his life. I just wish I had been there. Perhaps, I don't know. Perhaps I could have...
Thank you.
Could have what? Got tempered? Don't flatter yourself. You can't save everyone. No one can. Not even the warrior of bloody light.
Sorry.
People die all the time, for no good reason. And those who take up the sword die quicker than most. If you're going to shed a tear every time a soldier falls on the battlefield, you'd best stay away. It's no place for the weak of heart.
It may be that victory cannot be won without cost. But all life is precious, and I refuse to shrug at its loss.
All life is precious! Oh, you need to grow up, little man. Before your sparkling ideals get everyone killed.
Oh, shit, let's not go there. Two grumpy people.
You're right. He is idealistic. But the world has more than its fair share of realists, like you and me. It's people like him who dare to dream that things could be better and make it happen against all the odds. They are the ones whose names live on forever. The heroes.
I'm kind of really touched by this.
The battlefield's littered with would-be heroes. At this rate, you'll lot'll be next. And what'll become of your precious dreams then? They'll be gone. Like dust on the wind.
Thanks, Estinian. You're a bro.
Dreams worth fighting for don't die so easily.
Brostinian. You still there, Mr. Grumpy Pants? That woman, she plays at scorn, but her eyes are filled with sorrow. Sorrow deep enough to drown in. Yeah, I know what you mean, dude. I know, I know. There is nothing more I can do here. Come, let us rejoin the others. Her Grace invites the Scions of the Seventh Dawn to join her in the fragrant chamber. The last time that happened, it was not well. Your comrades have already arrived. Will the three of you be joining them? We will. Oh, good, he counted Estinian. Let's go, Grumpy Pants. Nap later. Let's go. I didn't expect I'd be streaming for more than 2 hours. Oh.
Your Grace, pray forgive us our lateness.
Think not of that. I understand a close comrade of yours was wounded in the line of duty. Arenvold. It was at the Alliance's behest that he risked all, and we are grieved to hear of his condition. Rest assured, he will receive the finest care our chirurgeons can provide. On that you have my word.
Chirurgeons.
Now, we would share with you the findings of the mission. Pippin, pray relate to our guests the details of Fordola's account.
Wait, I wanted to hear it.
First Bahamut, now Ifrit. Or Lunar Ifrit, as Fandaniel would doubtless have it.
'Tis now all but certain that the towers were conceived to facilitate the summoning of primals by those imprisoned within. Less certain is the means by which the Telophoroi constrain the wills of said entities to enact their designs in defiance of the pleas of their victims.
Mayhap they do not. If mere proximity to the towers is enough to make loyal servants of the Empire's mortal enemies, it stands to reason that the same is true for those held captive. They invoke their gods for the good of Garlemald, and in their disturbed state of mind, summon a primal whose form reflects their own alteration.
It all begins to make sense. Upon closer inspection, I realized that the towers bear a striking resemblance to a much larger structure which Urianger and I observed from afar during our visit to the Imperial capital. Assuming it too is capable of tempering those in its immediate vicinity, it would go some way to explain the swiftness with which the Telophoroi managed to rally so many Imperials to their cause.
While the situation in Garlemald is indeed troubling, I fear we have more immediate concerns. Ifrit was not the only primal summoned. At approximately the same time, observers at several other towers bore witness to the emergence of further such entities. For a blessing, none appear to wield aught approaching the destructive power of Bahamut, and the Grand Companies are moving to deal with the threat even as we speak.
Yes, I know you want me to take care of it.
Though we are aware that the task will not be easy, we would call upon the Scions only as a last resort. Pray, conserve your strength for now. After all, it was not so very long ago that you rid us of Bahamut. On which note, I am pleased to report that our talks with the Amalja have reached an agreeable conclusion. They have pledged their full support to our cause. It is our hope that this historic agreement will encourage other tribes to join us at the negotiating table. And I know that I speak for all of the Allied leaders when I say that we will welcome them with open arms at such time as they do. Of course, this was only made possible by the feats of heroism performed at Paglfan. Moreover, we shall not allow the sacrifices of those fallen in battle to have been made in vain. As hope leads to victory, shall victory lead to a new dawn for Eorzea.
May these words ever be our guide, Your Grace.
Now, if you will forgive me, I must consult with the Syndicate on the matter of our new allies' integration. Till next we meet, my friends, I bid you safe travels and blessed respite.
Please, let me rest. I didn't even get to sit down at that meeting. Royal Promenade. Yoshtola. Amidst the great push for peace with the beast tribes, we would do well to remember that old prejudices yet remain. It is a delicate political dance, and I do not envy the Sultana her task, nor any alliance leader. Stygian. If there is no reason to linger, I will take my leave. Oh, come on! Don't go so fast. Like, Graha here wants to talk to you. Graha. Alphino knows only too well that sacrifices are an unavoidable part of the conflict. But knowing something does not change how one feels about it. You yourself have shared adventures with Arenvald, have you not? Then I shall say no more. Yes, I did. Urianger, with the secrets of the towers thus laid bare, our duty to prevent further abductions taketh on new import. Fail in this, and our enemy shall punish our negligence with a plague of primals. Thancred? Even without the threat of tempering to contend with, the Grand Companies have quite a task on their hands. Regardless of her Grace's protestations to the contrary, it may be best to dispatch a few of our own to assist in the endeavor. Remind me to mention it to Tataru, would you? Sure. Though we have won our first battle against Attila Feroy and made significant discoveries to boot, the war has scarcely begun. We must steel ourselves for what lies ahead. Alize. Woof. Oh, it's been 3 hours. I thought it was to take like 30 minutes. Right then, unless anyone has any objections, I think it's about time we return to the Rising Stones. And that includes you, Alphino. Arenvald is in good hands here. My children. Of course, he would doubtless mock me for pacing about the infirmary. Let us retire then, that we might regain our strength in readiness for the coming challenges. If all are in agreement, then I shall let Kryl know to expect us. A hot bath and a hearty meal shouldn't be beyond arranging with the time available. You're right. It will be good to be home. I have some thinking to do. Is it just me, or like every expansion, he grows? He just grows in character each time. Like, it's a good thing. I think it's a good thing. Yes, I'll try asking him. And thank you. I shall look forward to it. Our comrades eagerly await our return, and Kryl in particular has a few matters she is keen to discuss, one of which concerns you, Estinian. Believe it or not. You will join us, won't you? Is that a threat? Fine. He's so grumpy. Really? I thought you said you were avoiding the Baldessian woman. Lol. If I refused, she would only pursue me. Let's get this over with, shall we? He's right. Okay, I guess let's just bring it over to the Rising Stones. And then I think we're almost at a good point to take a break. So back to Mordona we go. Where people flex their mounts. Oh, in the meantime, I want that bike. I want that bike. I want that bike. What is this? Okay. In we go.
Welcome back. I expect you must all be exhausted. Ere you take your rest, however, I would beg a moment of your time. Thanks to Arenvold's selfless efforts, we may now be confident that we understand the function of the towers. But many questions remain regarding the reason for the summonings, and what lurks behind the looming edifice in Garlemald. Until such questions are answered, we will struggle to devise an effective strategy for thwarting the Telophoroi's stated aim. Nothing less than the destruction of this star. And so, given the gravity of the situation, I move that we petition the aid of Sharlayan.
Ooh.
'Tis possible the ancient knowledge preserved within their archives may hide a clue to our enemy's methods. But given Sharlayan's established policy of non-intervention, our former colleagues are not like to aid us in its discovery.
Oh, I well remember what they're like. The Forum's barefaced refusal to assist you in the days prior to the calamity must rank as Sharlayan's most shameful act since the Exodus. But were the final days to be reenacted, it would spell doom for us all. Surely even they cannot turn a blind eye to that. I trust we are all of the same mind on this matter. Urgent as it seemed, I took the liberty of petitioning the Alliance for leave to act as Eorzea's emissary, and have since received their blessing.
I presume your role as a student of Baldessian will carry some weight with the Forum?
One can but hope. If truth be told, our organization has been a shadow of its former self ever since the disappearance of the Isle of Val. But the name does still retain some degree of prestige. I only pray it will be enough. If there are no objections, I shall depart for Sharlayan at once. But before I do, I should also mention the other matter to which I would devote some time during my stay. After hearing what transpired in the first, I began to question the true nature of Hydaelyn's blessing. A topic I have discussed at some length with Y'shtola.
We were wondering, when was the last time Hydaelyn spoke to you directly?
I don't remember. That day in the Crystarium, near the end of the Dragon Soul. Crystarium? Like waking up in Lakeland?
When Elidibus sought to make warriors of light. That was the voice which calls constantly to all who might hear it. I spoke of direct communication, when Hydaelyn communed solely with you. A far rarer occurrence.
History shows us that Hydaelyn is able to awaken the echo in her chosen, convey her will directly, and grant the blessing of light. To our knowledge, however, she has not sought to intervene in man's affairs for some considerable time.
Might not the explanation for that lie with her choice of champion? Mayhap she is content to trust in her judgment.
Mayhap she is. But following my initial discussion with Kryl, I made inquiries of my own. And as far as I am able to tell, Hydaelyn has not made her will known to anyone.
During my time in the First, the Oracle of Light spoke to me through Reen. But that was not the will of Hydaelyn. It was Minfilia herself.
Okay, this is
Indeed.
starting to get confusing.
And while she and Hydaelyn were inextricably linked, Minfilia yet acted of her own volition. A messenger, yes, but one who spoke with her own voice.
I wonder, could Hydaelyn's silence suggest the presence of some disruptive force, perhaps? Some obstacle to communication? While I share Urianger's high opinion of your conduct, I see no reason why she would deny you her guidance altogether. Then again, who am I to say? The fact is, we simply don't know. But if the explanation is to be found anywhere, I can think of worse places to look than the archives of Sharlayan, and their research on the Ethereal Sea in particular.
Oh, my poor boy.
Resolved though I am to go, believe me when I say that I take no pleasure in the thought of leaving you a member short. Now, of all times. Estinian, we stand on the eve of a struggle that will decide the fate of this star. One in which we Scions may play a telling part, yet we are but few in number. And so I must ask you again, will you join us?
Yes. Oh, he's doing the puppy eyes. He's doing puppy eyes.
You see the world the way you want it to be. I see the world the way it is. You are idealistic to a fault. But I know you would never turn your back on those in need. Never close your eyes to their suffering. And somehow, your deeds lend truth to your words, giving the lie to my doubts in so doing. I have seen others draw strength from your belief. In Ishgard, in Alamigo. You inspired them to stand up and fight. To win, no less.
This is really touching.
And even when you lost those you held dear, you carried their spirit with you and made their memory your guiding light. The burden of so many hopes and dreams would be too heavy for most to bear. But you bear it willingly, as you have shown me. Some dreams are too important to let go. If you have need of my strength, it's yours. After all you've done, how could I refuse?
Yay!
Thank you, Estinian. Whatever challenges await us, I shall not falter. You have my word.
He's growing. He's growing so much. I'm so proud of him. Oh, Graha looks very pleased too.
And now, I may bid you farewell. Safe in the knowledge that all is as it should be. In this little corner of the world, at least.
You will be sorely missed. Tread warily in Sharlayan, and do try not to let the Forum embroil you in their politics. A forlorn hope, I know, given the individuals involved.
I shall do my very best. Farewell.
You take care, little scary Papoto. Eh? Oh no. Meanwhile, in the Imperial Palace. I thought it was done. Oh shit. What is this unlimited blade works thing going on? Oh my god, he's like a girl looking for something to wear on date night. Oh hey, that's pretty. Can I have it?
Well, does this one meet with your approval?
Mother of pearl. No!
Apparently not. Or could it be that you're still upset about the dragons?
You are unwise to remind me of so costly a failure. It will not affect our plans, I trust.
Oh, hardly at all.
What is that mana trigger?
Though, admittedly, the chances of us being able to procure any more Mericidian dragons are rather slimmer following Tiamat's reappearance.
This is from Emerald Weapon.
Oh, but the seeds have been sown, my lord. We have only to wait for them to quicken. Speaking of preparations, is it safe to assume that you will be ready to control you-know-what?
Wait, I'm just trying to identify the weapons in the back.
The hour draws nigh. This nation, forged for Ascian ends, will finally prove its worth.
A mighty empire, now no more than an instrument of this star's destruction. What a pleasure it will be to put it to use. Which brings me back to our earlier topic. My lord, while I appreciate that it is not an easy decision, it really is past time you chose your weapon.
There is one that I have been meaning to test.
Well, well, not quite what I was expecting, though I will say, it does seem rather apt.
Well, yeah, unfortunately, because I'm so late, I'm so delayed with like playing MSQ. I already know what that weapon is. Plus it was spoiled to me like several times. So by people, and because FanFest is over and I watched the whole thing, so yeah. Alphino, if I am to pursue this course, I must be prepared for the hardships that lie ahead. Stunyan, if you've need of my lands, I'll be ready. If not, I'll be reserving my strength in preparation of the next battle. But since you're here, I have a question. The Scions are in close contact with the East Aldenar Trading Company of Kugane, yes? I was wondering if they could place an order for some sun-dried squid. I don't seem to be able to find it in these parts. Again, if this is a side story, if you don't know about his fondness for the squid, just go to the lodestone, look for the Heavensward and Stormblood side stories, and it's all in there. Okay, so it's so nice that they reference that, by the way. Urianger. Though we know not the full extent of the Teleporoi schemes, preventing further abductions must take precedence above all else, for therein lieth the key to depriving our enemy of its most potent weapon. People, apparently. Thancred. It strikes me as odd that rather than marching on one of the city-states, the Teleporoi have so far made only sporadic attacks. I doubt they'd go to the trouble of putting up all those towers if that was all they had in store for us. Rishtola. None can deny that Heidelin's blessing has been a great boon to our cause, but much remains unknown with regard to her true intentions. Graha. The sudden appearance of the towers will surely not have escaped the forum's notice. I would like to think they would be receptive to Kryle's request for cooperation in investigating the matter, but unfortunately their reputation would suggest otherwise. Alize. Amidst all the fighting, it's easy to forget what we've achieved, isn't it? I mean, we cured Tiamat. Tiamat, for heaven's sake. You will tell me if I become insufferably smug, won't you? Because the way things are going, it feels like a definite possibility. Tataru. Well, it looks like I'm going to have a busy few moons. Not that they ever seem to be anything but. You and me, girl. You and me. Thancred's got me dispatching troops to every corner of the realm, which is not to say I don't trust the Alliance, because I do. But when it comes to putting down primals, nobody does it better than us. Well, then you lot, more accurately. You won't catch me trading blows with a primal in the near future, but for every fell fiend you vanquish, there's countless meals to arrange, baths to fill, sheets to wash, stores to replenish, and the list goes on. Yeah, I feel you, girl. Which is where I come in. And gladly, mind you. It's the least I can do to support the scions who risk life and limb, like poor Arenvald. I wish there was something we could do for him, but we'll just have to settle for saying the odd prayer and keeping a roof over our heads. It wouldn't do to have him come back to a complete shambles, now would it? But that's enough of my rambling. Off you go and get some rest. If there are any developments, I promise you'll be the first to know. And that seems like a good spot to finish for now. The Taru is literally telling us to go get some rest, and that's what we're going to do. So, thank you to the 5, I don't know, people who joined me today. Thank you, party, for not letting me queue with randos and Pakalpan. And hopefully this unlocks what I need to unlock so I could get into Bozja 2.0 Zaldon. Oh, screw it. I don't remember what it's called. New Bozja 5.55. So yeah, I hope that's enough, and because otherwise I'll be back sooner than I plan to be. So anyway, thank you if you've made it this far. Zadnor, thank you. Thank you, Atreus. Zadnor, I hope this is enough to unlock Zadnor, because I really want to get in there right now and get my new relics. If you made it this far, thank you, and see you around. Bye.